um, I'm going from discussing uh, what happened to the German people and that we shouldn't profile anyone race as evil to talking about male erectile dysfunction. No, actually, I'm not really just talking about that. I'm really talking about this. This is the topic that I wanted. So, what I really understand well from all of the experience I've had, and especially with regards to stuff like this, human mentally emotional problems, and I've had a lot of help from clergy. And I was talking before about how really you get more help from clergy because they're the only ones who know and understand well enough that humans are spiritual, and you have to understand the human spirit and how the human spirit is affected by spirits in the spiritual realm. You have to understand if people are demon possessed or demon oppressed and understand all of that. And in order to really be able to heal people or help people, you have to understand will. If people choose to be that way, there's nothing you can do about it, things like that. So if they choose evil or whatever, the relationship between evil and that people have to, and illness, and people have to be willing to let go of their evil and things like that. You have to understand all that. So now I'm talking about sexuality, right? And that as an older person now, that I understand now that sexuality is also very spiritual. It is not so. With mental issues, a lot of the so-called professionals have narrowed things down, whittled things down to that it's all organic or biological. It's just the organic brain. It's not anything. Even like in the 50s, they were about, well, get some help, get some therapy, talk things through, and try to get fears out in the open and stuff like that, and then you get well. And they don't even want to do that. They gave up on that, and they decided it's all organic, and all you do is just give people medications for the organic thing. And that is so in the dark. I mean, that's like being in the Middle Ages. It's not true, and the same with sexuality. It's not just biological or organic. Of course, I mean, a lot of people believe that it is. They believe that it is just organic and biological. There's just that it's hormones and everything. Now, being an older person, and like hormones are supposed to be a part of this, and what is that about? Like, I can't even explain how now I realize that sexuality and even sexual desire and like the stimulation of a of meeting a person who is the kind of person that stimulates you, and what that's all about. It's so not just biological, and that's all. And I think it's so cool because like I was thinking that I was supposed to just that the natural thing to do would be to just not be very sexual anymore after a certain age, and then God Himself like woke me up. When I was out in California, I met this dude, and he's like maybe the one of the best looking guys I've ever met, and he was younger, and he was acting like he thought he was attractive, and I thought, well, why? I mean, and God was just making me realize, because suddenly I thought, well, I kind of miss that side of life, and it was like God was saying, yeah, well, why are you giving up on it? He was just saying that to me. Why are you giving up on it? And but it's very spiritual, and to realize that then you have to realize, because so many people who are not who are in the dark and who are enemies of God, well, they just make sexuality really base and grovelly and gravelly and in the gutter, and so to them it's all sex is all evil and bad. But they're consigned to is like, well, because we're evil, and so why not just go for it? That's really sad, It's great to take sex out of the gutter, which I think only God can do for people. But but on that note, then, since it's not entirely biological, then I think there really is life after there is a sex life after a certain age, and what that is for women, what it is for men, of course, is completely different. I can't say that I know that much about what men go through when they go through when they get to a certain age, right? And I can't say I know that much about it. I mean, I hear about it like with the SNL doing that really funny Nugetics ad thing. It is so funny. And I love that they can make light of it like that, But just I just do know that it's all much more spiritual than it is just biological. Therefore, there is sex life after a certain age. There really is. Be sure of it.